Hey out there in YouTube land, is Daytime Numbered Beast once again. I thought I'd do kind of a quick unboxing video for the new, I should call it the revised Space Marine Drop Pod kit. I just got my two that I ordered yesterday. Um, kind of a kind of do a quick unboxing in case anyone out there is maybe sitting on the fence about buying a new kit or holding on to the older one. Anyway, each box, I should say, comes with two drop pods, which is a welcome change. You get your basic instructions and three sprues to build the two models. You have two of the what I call the base sprue, which is just the general base of the drop pod itself. And if you haven't heard, the doors are pretty much molded to be always open. And the third sprue, it has the each of the the three different fins that are required to finish the model from the from the other sprue. You have your base, your two wings, your turbine. Then here you have your three wings for each one, and all the tactical rocks that you can use to decorate the finished model. Um, One kind of observation is the the polystyrene seems a little different compared to a regular model kits. Feels a little bit lighter, or there's different feel to it. It doesn't feel like the polystyrene used for other models, usually just for terrain. I kind of noticed this. It might just be me that's kind of be sensitive to that, or just imagining things, but it's something that does stand out to me. Let's see, anything else fun? Now let's go over the instructions. Basic manual is usually what you come to expect. The model itself almost puts itself together. It's so simple. You have your five fins, your turbine, and your base. You have a little list here of the all the tactical rocks you get with the model. Then the eight icons. You have your Aquila, Ultramarines, Space Wolves, Imperial Fist, Dark Templar, Raven Guard, Dark Angel, and of course Blood Angels. Yeah, it's pretty much that's about as direct as you can get. Let's see. I do have two of the models I have assembled already. Pretty much, it does go together quite nicely, especially compared to the other one, or the older model, I should say. Here's a still from the assembly I did. As you can see here, the five fins do come together in the middle to form the main support shaft, or whatever the hell you want to call it. As you can already see, the doesn't have the annoying safety harnesses as the older kit had, which is a welcome change. Let's see. Yeah, base. Then another more direct shot at the bottom as you're assembling it. It's nice and straightforward. I kind of really like the simplicity for the model, especially considering how it plays in game. Um, these are the stats you can get offline from the Warhammer community website. Basic changes: it lost its weapon capability, so it doesn't have the Storm Bolter or the Stormwind missile launcher, which is in some ways kind of sad. Capacity has been increased to 12 Marines instead of 10, which is a very welcome change, especially the way the troop formations have changed for Space Marines. in many cases either being choice of 3, 5, or 10, depending on unit type and such. Let's see. Has Deadly Demise, which is kind of really about the only drawback to the new model. Basically it's, once it lands, it kind of becomes a, exploding barrel, as you would see in any other video game. Let's see, what else was there? Combat dismarcation is kind of a nice change. Let's see, and deployment complete. Once this unit's set up on the battlefield and all units are within a embarked till the end of the battle, units cannot embark within this transport. Well, there was something else on here I wanted to see. I thought I saw somewhere that once it drops its troops off, it pretty much no longer plays a role. Or am I mismanaging things again? One nice thing I kind of do like is the clarification that only the true, the highlighted center here of the model is actually the only, I guess, called the action zone. You really have to worry about from measuring from and to for actions and firing. That's kind of rather nice simplification. Stat-wise, toughness 7, 8 wounds, 3 save, of course no OC. Not too bad. Could stand out to most basic weapons until you get the really heavy stuff out. But otherwise, once it drops on the table, it's basically a an exploding barrel. But let's see. Yeah. One last thing I kind of want to show off for anybody who's curious. It's been a while since I actually handled one of the original drop pods, but this seems a little small. I don't know if that's something else I'm imagining or what. Basically, for those who are curious, it's about 6 1/4 tall, and width basically the diameter is about 8 inches. So if you have a carrying case set up for the original drop pods, you're gonna have to think of something else to use. But overall, I kind of like the kit. I want to explore and see if I can find some other ways to make up some new fins, or even convert these to be more individualized. I'm probably not going to use my tactical rocks for these drop pods. Might save them for some other models, but I might add 1 or 2 to each one to make them individual. But for $80 for $80 per kit, which breaks down to about $40 per model, kind of goes back to original pricing for the original drop pod. Yeah, it's for basically for a transport model which has no combat capability, once it deploys, it's kind of not really too bad of a price. But there are, there's, I don't know. It's, I've been in the game for so long. I'm like anybody else. I don't like change all that much, especially as much change has been going on in the last few years with the game. But anyhow, I will have to say I like the model. I like some of the changes that have been done to the rule set. Um, and I might pick up another kit just to have 6 drop pods, since I used to have a pretty heavy drop pod army a long time ago before I sold those, before restarting back in the hobby again. But overall, I would recommend that this is definitely would be a good, good model to buy for yourself. So anyway, enough jibber jabbering from me. If you have any questions, leave them in a comment. Please like and subscribe as usual, and I'll see you next time. Bye.